Inventories and accountings. Hi, I'm Darren Findling of the Probate Pro, and the difference between an inventory and an account causes tremendous confusion among people. Let's break this down. Within a deceased probate estate and within a conservatorship estate, the court rules and statutes require the filing of an inventory as well as accountings. What's the difference? Well, an inventory is a snapshot as of the date of death in a deceased estate or as of the date of qualification as conservator in a conservatorship estate. Conservatorship estate is an estate when someone's alive and you're managing the person's financial affairs. Of course, a deceased estate is after somebody has died and you're administering their probate estate. Both the inventory and the account are essential components of your fiduciary responsibilities as either the personal representative or the conservator, but they perform very different roles. The inventory is the beginning. It's the first document that sets forth the timeline for the finances. So in a deceased estate, you have a duty within 91 days after your appointment as personal representative to file an inventory within reasonable detail as describing the assets of the person that died. You don't list the debts. You only list the assets. So for example, bank accounts, a house, financial investments. These are assets of the deceased estate that would get reflected on the inventory. And then the inventory is a reflection, of course, of your beginning. From there's an accounting requirement that occurs from the end of the year and each year thereafter. So it is on the anniversary date of the qualification. You pick up from the inventory and you do your accounts 1 year at a time. Now the court may require interim accounts, but generally it is a 1 year rhythm for accounts. You start with the balance as reflected on the inventory. You then show the ending balance as reflected as of the date of that 1 year anniversary. And then when you do the next year's account, you start off from the last year of the accounting and go another year forward. So it's a 1 year rhythm. You don't keep filing accounts throughout the administration unless there's a very particular reason to do so. The same holds true within a conservatorship estate. You start with your inventory. It's a reflection of the assets that you are taking under management as the conservator, and then each year thereafter you do an accounting. Now you don't have to be a math major to do an inventory or an accounting. However, precision in the numbers is critical. The court will often reject a filing of an accounting unless the numbers perfectly match up. And within a conservatorship estate, often you have to provide evidence of the beginning balance and ending balance from the financial institutions in which the money is sitting. So precision is key. Use a calculator or spreadsheets to make sure that all the numbers line up. And we strongly recommend that during the administration, so that you're not trying to figure everything out at the end of the year, but that on an ongoing basis as you're doing the conservatorship roles or personal representative roles, you keep impeccable records of all income as well as all distributions. It's very hard to do it at the end of an accounting year. But if you do it on an ongoing basis, it will make your life administering the estate and completing the accounting much easier. Now, inventories and accounts are just a small part of the overall picture of administering a deceased estate and a conservatorship estate. If you have questions about this process or you get stuck, visit us at theprobatepro.com or call us at 1-833-PROBATE.